Hi, this is me on Get Real, and I have made a bunch of videos today because I have no energy, and I wanted to watch a video just now. My son is, I had stuff in a drawer that we stashed for inspection. It was something my daughter made, and it broke, and it had blue tiles, and it was a picture in a frame. And basically all I need to do is get some wood glue and glue it back together and put it on the wall again. And my son is calling me a hoarder, so I'm like, this doesn't help. Like, almost to like just saying, throw on some freaking deodorant, brush your teeth, get in the car and go to a meeting. Who cares? Is there anything at 1? I don't even care anymore. But I'm like so mad. Because I have no energy. And there's days like, you ever get really sick? And you really appreciate when you're not sick. You're like, holy cow, this is hell. Like, you feel like, for me, I talk about being a single mom a lot. It doesn't matter how sick you are. It doesn't matter if you're in the hospital. It doesn't matter if you're having surgery. For me, nobody helps you, and you have kids, whether they're infants, toddlers, teenagers, needing rides to school. It's the law. You gotta have them in some kind of school. Even in homeschool, you still have to go to tests. You still have to do all the stuff, or the state intervenes, and you get in trouble. You could potentially get child abuse. You know, people in this country sending a thing, homeschool this, they're in jail. Pastors homeschooled kids, and it's against the law. I don't know. I don't think it was Cuba, but they're both parent. One parent in school, one parent's in jail, and one is at home arrest, house arrest. World governments, I don't know, but Germany forced their kid into school. You cannot homeschool. You know, you can. You know, my mom was a teacher, and my dad was a professor. Technically speaking, you could have gone from, and she was a preschool teacher in the beginning. You got from pre-K all the way up to like almost. I don't know about graduate, but at least you all of undergrad with qualified teachers, licensed teachers. You know, who works for the government. Could you imagine? I didn't want to be homeschooled, but I'm saying there's people that are qualified for different reasons to do what their teacher can do, but the government intervenes. So this hope is that I really want to go to a meeting. I feel like I got to also do an hour of eBay. I feel like at this point, this is what happens when I go to the hospital and ready to work. I feel like I have a hard time getting my body to work, and it really scares me. And when I ended the last video, I got real with you, talking about feeling sad, having no friends and no relationships, and feeling unwanted and unloved in the world, and basically abandoned. And with 1 million people in the world, I'm not the only one who's feeling abandoned. I might be someone who spends a lot of energy talking about it. And then when you have someone that's like, oh, we have accommodations, oh, we can help you, ask if you need help, and then you say you need help with these people, and then they're like, no, we are, going to get rid of you. Give us your resignation, because we actually don't. Like, when you tell us you're going to get accommodations, we actually don't. I'm going to ask somebody if she can help me tomorrow. I don't care. I'm just going to throw it out there. Actually, I'll be. I was like, being a brat. I was like, this person. What's up? Let me say what's up. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to call this lady for my meeting. I don't care. I keep saying, they keep sending me stuff for, my business, not my business. I get so much. Not my business, but I keep getting stuff from, like, from my medical license to pay money for these conferences. There's a whole bunch of people that have enough money to pay for these conferences. I was like, I gotta get on my credit card and pay for my license. Because I think I have this, I showed you guys this last month. I have this CE, NDCE folder. And it's mostly got, well, it's got like 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. And I gotta finish the last couple. Actually, there was one on my bed. I don't know what happened to it. I don't think I filed it. I feel like alive again. So what I want to start with was hope. I was going out into the real world and I was hoping to make friends and I was hoping to make close connections. I was hoping for divine connection. And what happened was I ended up being more and more isolated. And this is I saw like some kind of pattern. I don't know if it was a toy. I've been cleaning and doing stuff and I haven't done anything in the past like 3 days, like hardly anything. I had this convoluted, I'm going to put my apron on, speaking of not doing anything. I have like this nice skirt on and the shirt, because I had to go out. Well, I've been wearing a shirt. It's really hard. It's like small, extra small. It's like really hard to get on and off. But, yeah. But anyways, I have this like, I'm going to list this skirt on eBay right now. I don't care. I mean, I do care, but I'm talking at the same time. Actually, I'm going to do, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the pictures and then write up the draft. I don't even know. Sometimes I don't even know if I already did that. To tell you the truth, I don't know if I already did that or not. But basically, I'm starting to get a little bit more awake because I started with hope. I was talking about child abuse. I was talking about when I called, and I hate being a finger pointer. But it got to be where these people were hurting their children, and I was in a homeless program, and I was in some programs where people were really not safe to be around children, and they were potentially on drugs. Not that like it doesn't matter that, but it's like sometimes they're just really not in the right mind, whether they're good people or not. That's what I want to say. I don't want to point the finger. Like I said, I can't call the kettle black here. I cannot throw the person down here. This is like completely tricky. So basically, what happened was these people blame me, or they try to get me and my kids in trouble. When I went to say, I said I hate to call, but you guys, I don't want to see this baby girl be dragged out by a stretcher or by a meat truck, whatever you call it. That didn't come out right. In a zipper bag is literally what I actually meant to say. And I just felt like, you know, there's a shadow. Actually, there's a shadow. I actually feel like, what do you do in that situation? The kid was a kid. She didn't have access to, like, let me call the cops. I'm not saying it's worse for somebody if you're an older child. I've been an adult woman in an abusive house. Yeah, this is so hopeful. I've been an adult woman in an abusive house, in more than one abusive house, and I literally lost. Hold on. I literally. Hold on. I might have to lay this down. I'm having a hard time taking a picture with my fingernail. Oh, maybe I should take a picture of it. Hold on. Hold on. I was like one of the worst. I need like the camera sometimes to be in the middle of my phone. The button is probably a way to do it. Hold on. I'm trying to take this picture with my camera. Oh my god, I just done. I'm gonna try not to destroy everything. And this leads to 2017, preparing for an inspection and feeling like I'm not able to do anything in my life, you know, to help myself be more self-sufficient, because I just said I had 4 nights someone want to hire me as a doula, and it's all the nights leading up to inspection, the night of, and I had to decline. And this is not the first time I've had inspection that I've had to decline. My hope is that I can, hold on, let me look at all these, all my prices, 50 to 47% less than competitors, plus what? Biggest recommended price. Match price. Let's do it. I hate doing stuff like that because it's going to cost me shipping. My hope was that I'd make friends, make relationships. I keep going back to the same people that aren't really my friends, and then I wonder why. It's like you're getting hurt more than you need to. And you're like, well, you know, you're like, well, I'm going to go through 21 of these, and I'm just going to lower the price of everything. I don't want to lower $1. If it's, oh god, if it's like, so this was $5.39. I have competitors all have it at $3.99, so I'm going to price it at $4.74. But I'm not going through it to see my best offer. I'm just gonna go through everything, and then I'll have to go back through and do my best offers later. My hope is to make relationships. My hope is to make friends. My hope is to go to meetings and make friends with people. Now, I've gone to meetings and I've gone back and forth with being friends with certain people, and then they disappear off the face of the earth. Or I might talk about the weather. Like this one lady, I was talking about the weather, and I was like, you know what? I didn't know she lived here before, but it was like weather. I was like, oh, welcome here. And then I think I found out that she lived here before, and I felt like a complete idiot. I was like, oh my god, like, I was like, oh my god. I was trying to make small talk, basically. This person disappeared. If I saw them, I don't even know if I would recognize them. This person moved here, went to these meetings, and, like, was go out to eat, or was going on dates with all these guys. It was really popular. And I was kind of like, wow, you know, like, I was kind of like sad. What just happened? I was kind of like sad because I was like, wow, I have a hard time, like, I have a hard time, like, making friends or being invited. And there was a day, like, oh, we all go out after this meeting to dinner, and it was like in the Pearl, and it's like even if they're not my age. It's like younger people or people that are closer to my age. Maybe even that's still in the low 30s, but like not like even like from teenagers all the way up. And all the people they're like, oh, we're gonna go out. I'm like, oh god, it took all of my energy to it took all of my energy to get to the meeting and deal with trying to make sure my kids were okay and deal with this and deal with that. And then I felt overwhelmed because I had I had kids at home and I had work to do. I didn't have weekends. I didn't have holiday breaks. And if I did, I had to work for myself at my one job, this other job, blah, blah, blah. And and I was like, all right, you know, this is only 11. I thought there was 21 that needed to be saved or fixed. Sorry. This book I bought on accident. I was gonna raise it. I'm gonna raise it to 11. Oh, 8. Change it up a little bit. And that, oh, it's 11 of 10. That makes it hard to click through if you have 11 of 10. So growth, listing improvements, 9 under. They only do books. They think I'm like just a book. Like eBay thinks I'm only like a book dealer, and they won't give me recommendations for clothing and stuff. I just realized that. I didn't just realize that, but all my stats are basically for books. So I have these books that people gave me, and I have these clothes. Like this skirt is, I bought it at the thrift store or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember. It's so hard. Oh, this guy just lower his price. Keep lowering our price 1 cent less from each other. This is a stupid game. This is such a stupid game. Let's see if anybody else has this. Someone has a different magician. Oh, this guy never has pictures. I don't know how. I think he just used the same picture for every single book. Like he just has a title. I'll be like new condition. People are like, this book was all chewed up by a dog. And you're like, he has so many millions of sales that it's like it doesn't affect his performance rating. Still really high. The percentage is very high. That makes it hard to compete with people like that. It's so hard because these items are my items that I bought. It's not like I sourced them or bought stuff at a yard sale. It's like literally my own items. So I don't know how to describe it, but it's kind of sad. Some of them I got for free from people, but if I ship this stuff out, maybe this guy makes a profit off a bunch of stuff, or he makes a penny off a million items sold. It's like, to me, it's like a penny. Like, I will make a negative penny. Like, if he makes like negative money on like 50,000 items, but a year, but makes positive on 100,000, that's gonna be some kind of income. Like, whether he makes $20 off this item that he got for free, or whether he makes 3 cents off of 2,000 items in a week, like whatever it is. But as a small person, it's like I'm trying to compete with these people. My pictures are really bad too. Alright, now I'm on 3 of 2, which makes it hard to click on anything. So I'm gonna be done with that. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna search for this. Size 14. So the wool skirt, I was hoping to be more. This one's mixed. $10.40. Someone's got $1.31 plus $16.68 shipping from UK. $12.99. Alright. I don't remember what I said at the beginning of the video. I'm gonna tell you this. I got anywhere from 10 something to like 30. And that's not necessarily, this one is not, oh yeah, it is a blend. So it's 70% less. That's pretty good. This person just threw it on a picture frame. When I see the picture, I would have to like use one of these as my leather. Size 2, that's way too small for me. I'm not gonna lie, I gained 10 pounds with this inspection. There's another one on the back of the door. Made in Italy. Wow, where was mine made? I don't know. US. Alright, so we're gonna go to the one where she has it on a picture. Oh shoot, this is the auction. Let's do it. I'm gonna click on this. I'm gonna get all kind of emails, and I'm gonna say clear Jude clear. I'm gonna say sell. Just 3 pictures. And then I just have to change everything up. The color, maybe the size, I don't know. So basically I wanted to start with hope, thinking that I would make friends and that I would be part of community. And when the convoluted thing that came to mind was that I had relatives, plaid. And I'm gonna just go ahead and say I'm gonna put the price at $22 even, which I don't always. Oatmeal, I'll say brown. Yeah. Well, this isn't even the same brand, no wonder. Lisa's crazy right now. I want to go sourcing so bad. So I'll probably make another video of me sourcing in my room. I felt in my mind that I needed to do as much listing as possible and bust my buttocks when I need to go to work tomorrow and on Tuesday and on Wednesday morning. because it's like, I don't remember the length. I literally can't remember. I might have a thing. What do you call it? Measure tape? I'm going to save it as a draft. I just want to make sure that this guy, this lady, whoever posted this, didn't have something really crazy. So what would I do if I want to say I want to be friends with somebody, I want to do this, you know, I want to do that, and it's like, what do I do? Like, you know, if I don't know, I don't know how much this weighs, by the way. I'm gonna say, let's say first class, because it would be better if I forget to change it. I need to be careful. If I forget to change it, because I put this on, I'm gonna put this in a draft. If you have it priority and it ends up being, even if it's under 16 ounces, and it ends up being 10 or 20 bucks, and then all of a sudden, why does it like saves the stuff you start? Maybe when you change it, it saves it. I don't know. And anyways, if you go from first class and you end up sending it priority, then the customer will see this should arrive. Like, say, oh, today's the 12th. This should arrive by the 14th or 15th. Like, if it's in my state, it should arrive by the 14th or the 15th. But if I end up having it as, this happens so many times, as a priority, and I realize it only weighs 13 ounces and I could save like $5, I don't change it to first class, unfortunately, because it ends up being, how do you say this? First class ends up being too slow. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you basically add one more day. So priority would be like 2 to 3 days estimate. If I don't know where it's going, Boston, or 2 to 4 days. But first class would be like 2 to 5 days. So it could either pay $5 or not extra. It could still get there in 2 days. But the post office isn't going to be like, oh my god, I'm going to have to get it within 4. We can just take our time, throw it in the back of the truck. I don't feel like going to that guy's house. He was on the top of a hill. We'll do it tomorrow. Like, I've had stuff listed, delivered to my house, and it wasn't delivered. And that was kind of scary. When your tracking number, as a customer, it was scary because you think it's stolen. And then you think in your mind that you're like, that you're being lied to. And then you, as a business, you do the same thing. You're scared that they would get something tracking number delivered. There's nothing here. They could open it on, undelivered package, stolen, call the cops, or say the package never came, do a claim at the post office. They should just say, I mean, I'm not a post driver. I'm not going to really say, oh my god, this was supposed to be delivered by the 13th, and I'm behind schedule, and it's already 7 o'clock at night. I'll just write it as delivered in my device and deliver it in the morning, which I wonder sometimes. I don't know if this is anything to do. You see stuff come on Sunday, but I don't see it as much. I wonder sometimes, like, you see 2 trucks sometimes, and maybe not as much like this neighborhood and the last neighborhood. You see a truck come in the morning to do stuff, then you'll see a truck coming later for regular mail delivery. That's weird. Like, is someone else just going around doing special packages? Or maybe, which I haven't seen in the past, like, 6 months to 9 months. Besides Sunday, I saw it was weird. Coming and picking up packages from boxes. I don't know. Like, they wouldn't know the mail is inside. We have, like, compartment style. You wouldn't necessarily know until you open it that there's mail and they ship it out, okay? And it's hard when you're selling. Just leave it there because you want to scan. If I had 2-day handling, I would be a lot more like get it out within 24 hours and let them deal with it. But now, because I don't do 2-day handling, I have to drive it in the post office. People are not going to pay extra money for that. if I was top rated seller, I could let the customer make a choice on how fast they want stuff delivered, not necessarily handling. When we had winter storms, my handling was 1 day. I changed some to 2 days when I was re-listing because I was like, dude, I was like, if anything, I don't know if the postal worker's coming, but I would have packaged it up ASAP. I also had to drive and take the bus. I would package it up. I'd rather have to carry it, walk somewhere, take it to college, like something. But I had days go by where they didn't clean our road. It's like a private drive. Like, it's not an apartment, it's like an apartment. They didn't clean our steps, they didn't clean our sidewalk. They didn't put de-ice on our porches or our steps. The mailman did not come down our street. So we didn't get mail for like a week. Last winter storm, maybe 2 different weeks, like several days. And then all of a sudden you got this big stack. You're like, what? You're like, oh, you're not going to just put your rent check or something in the mail and expect them to pick it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could order a priority to come to here and grab it out of your mailbox, put a note on it, please scan, please take this 1 package or 2 packages, first class with the priority. But if I looked in there, use judgment. If you can't get there, you can't get there. No matter that old saying, rain sleets now, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, they're not going to even, like, I didn't even go down the street, tell you the truth. Like, I went down the street, turned around before you got to the hill, because it goes downhill, and it keeps going. And it was solid ice. That street down there, I believe is a public road. I don't even know. But right here, it says it's our drive. It's a private drive. And so our management company should have come by and plowed. And I rode the bus, fell on my butt. Tried to ride the bus, fell on my butt. Cables on the car. It was just a big ordeal. But that made it hard for business because I just started listing stuff. I only had 20, 30 items up, maybe even 15 items up. I put 2-day handling because I said if I had to walk to Free Post Office, I might not be able, if they order today at 3 and I have 1-day handling, I print the notice. That means I get a today and tomorrow. Not just tomorrow, but if it so happened to be the next day it needs to be scanned. Somehow I would figure out, like I said, if I went to Carl Jr. and said, this is the mail, person come here, use the bathroom, or drop off stuff, because I'm going to wait for them to come. I was just trying to think, sometimes I'm late, I have stuff to do, and I see a letter carrier, and sometimes I want to go and give them something. Please scan this, like, I'm on my way to work, I don't have time to stand in line. And the reason I say that is, this guy on the east side, I don't know, I moved or I had a thing, and I was like, I'm sorry to bother you, but I have this thing or a letter, can you take it? I don't have time to go post office. And I was like, oh, I just moved too, so, and I think there was a period of time, the place I lived didn't have my P. They refused to give us a mail key for 2 weeks. Refused to give us a mail key. And they wouldn't collect the mail at the apartment, like at the front desk. They refused. So basically, I think the letter carrier, I don't think he was putting the mail in the box. They refused to give him a key and us a key for 2 weeks. And I am like, I got school, medical school, I got all this stuff for the kids, bills, and I was so mad because it was the apartment being, they could have sent a maintenance or someone out that day and gave him the key, dropped the key off the post office so that the mail, or put a note on there to come to the office, we have your copy, or whatever. They were really mean and really bad, and they hated me. I was like, I got stuff I can't. That's timed, and I will be penalized big time. And you don't always know when that stuff comes. And I had a P.O. box with I was needing child support, and I wanted all the mail to go to a P.O. box, not my home address. So I moved all my mail to P.O. box, thinking I'm smart. And the P.O. box was way the heck by the Ross Island Bridge. I was working at Airport Learning Tree, which is by the airport in Northeast Portland, way out there, near 122nd. I was in Northeast 17th area, or Southeast 17th, near the bridge, and then I lived in North Portland. So and then me and my kids went to school downtown in Southwest, and downtown near Beaverton. And so I was at work one day, so I'd go to PSU, to the job, and then go get my kids after work on Fridays. So I took my lunch break, and I drove to the post office. And when they finally gave us a key, I forwarded my mail to P.O. Box to the apartment. thinking anybody who had this address, including my kids' grandpa, would still be able to send stuff there. But what they did was they moved everything to my house and they shut down my P.O. box, changed the lock, and gave my box to somebody else. And I had paid for like the whole 6 months, or a whole year. So I went back and I was just going to check the box and go. And I maybe pay the bill for the next round. And I basically had to go all the way from 122nd in one side of town, cut clear across half the county, and backtrack to the river and get back. And I would have been just an hour. Like going to the bank, you're just an hour. But I had to go in line. I don't know if it was Christmas. It was like all the way to the door. I said, if I don't go now, I said, somebody stole my box. If I don't go now, I'm not going to be able to keep doing this every day. So I stood in line. I called work and said, this is very important. And they go, oh, once you do that, your mail gets shut off. And I hated how you have to wait in line, but sometimes you like feel like you could get fired from your job. So if someone's not open on Saturday and you're at school Monday through Friday, like I probably could have come back, but you're like, I still have time. I can get back in 15 minutes. I can get back in 14 minutes. I can get back in 12 minutes. I'm also in front of the line. I've been standing here 40 minutes. Like you think, but I mean now, like my kids are like, you're a slacker, and I had given this address, and people want to try to send my kids money, and I was freaking out that someone else was really loud, that somebody else was going to take the money. So my hope has dwindled. I didn't even post anything on this website. It's 1:16, and I have about 20 hours to clean my entire house. My room is trashed, and I have my binder, so I'm going to make another video. I want to sell this too. I was going to put this on my son's mattress, but I need money right now, and we need to declutter. It would suck to, like, get this stuff and then have to go repurchase it, which happened recently, and I'm like, really? But right now, I'm at a point where I need help. I tried to contact this lady. If it has a check, I think it means they see your thing, but whatever, she doesn't respond. She was going through some stuff. I need to charge my phone. I feel sad when eBay tries to sell me stuff, or PayPal, and I'm like, I need to get to a point where I sell enough and make enough money that I can purchase stuff, because people need hats, coats, gloves, socks, and stuff, underwear. I had one for like over a year. Followed this one guy on eBay, and it's kind of hard one to look at. He took a lot of men's underwear. I bought my son underwear was $40 for like a 4-pack, and I was like, oh my god! Like if I can't pay my rent, how can I buy underwear? And I've gone that way before, where I couldn't even wear underwear because I couldn't afford it. For about a couple of years, it was really sad to be that broke. And if I have clothes in the closet and a hat and earrings and a watch and a bracelet, and you see me out in public, but I don't have a bra or underwear, like, you have this stuff in your closet, and your other stuff wore out or disappeared, or someone stole your stuff out of the laundry, which has happened to me, or it gets chewed up by the dryer and gets shredded and you have to throw it away, or the elastic is completely gone, whatever reason. This stuff should be replaced a couple times a year, but you can't do it if you're $0 and you're making out zero. You're not, I don't steal, but you already have other stuff, so people look at you crazy. You drink a bottle of water. Like, I just refilled this bottle 3 times, and I spent 12 cents on it with food stamps. Okay? Sue me, right? No, don't really sue me. But you're like, people are like, who do you think you are, drinking $12 worth of water and refilling your bottle with filtered water? And you're telling us you can't afford underwear. You're just a beggar. And at church, the old church, they'd be like, poor people have this mentality that they beg for what they need it, but they buy what they want. And they kept saying that. And this lady who said it her demographic was to remind everyone treated her like she was a queen. And she never lived alone. She never paid her own rent. She didn't have kids. She always had her family taking care of her. And she basically did a lot of couch surfing, which is none of my business. But she never contributed. She, like, mooched off everybody. And that's between her and those people. But she'd go around blasting, and she would be like, "You are a slob. This lady here, she's a slob. Like, they helped me move, and they're like criticizing my neighbors, trashing my house. Like, I'm a single mom. I have all of me and my kids' stuff, a few things from their dad, a few things from my grandma, most of the stuff got lost, a few things from my mom, and everything else is like for businesses and for schooling and for art and music and this and that. And it's like, what does she know about moving with a whole U-Haul truck full of stuff? When you're a parent, you have pots and pans. You have dishwashing soap. I'm not going to throw this stuff away and go rebuy it. I have shelves with books because I have kids and we have 3 different reading levels. I have encyclopedias. We have video games. I don't have cable. I have VHS tapes. Yeah, I got 2 crates of VHS tapes. And she's like, when I move, I'm carrying a bag on my back and that's it. I was like, well, that's easy for you when you're a dumpster diver, a couch surfer. That was like a Freudian slip. She probably was a dumpster diver. I was. I hope people don't dumpster dive. Hide all your stuff. But anyways, it's really hard because I keep apologizing on my videos, and it's like my videos. I want to be real with you guys. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna finish watching my video like I promised. I gotta get up to par. I got about 5 hours to the girls need a ride home, and I have no energy. I have been used to having lack of energy after work, and it's really scary because stuff has to get done. It'd be like if you had to dig a ditch by 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, it doesn't matter if you're up all night, you have to do it. And what's hard is your body is like, who can I call? Somebody please start digging. Like, you just have to go out there, even with your pinky nail, and just start digging. Like, that's what I gotta do right now. Mentally, I just feel like you have time, don't worry, you need to like make rent. I should have come out with over $700 by Monday before midnight, which is tomorrow. So that's partly why I'm listening. Spiritually speaking, going back to hope, this is supposed to be a recap, and it's just as long as the other video. My hope right now is I want to take it out. I'm going to make some changes, and I'm going to pray about it right now. And if I'm doing it silently, it takes me 3 seconds. I need to pray about my volunteering in the community. I need to pray about how to get a handle on life's terms, and I would deal with a history of abuse. And when you remove, you have these college classes, you remove the cause, you remove the abuser, and victim type people like me, and you can call it survivor. If you're still in victim mentality, this is my opinion, this is nothing that I researched, you feel like if you're having this abuser, I've had a couple abusers foul up my bank stuff and tax stuff and exploit me and my kids. So it's almost like you become away from these toxic people and you gain this abuse to yourself. So then you don't get all the toxic, or you should have gone and bought these items last week when they were on sale, even on a credit card, if your instinct tells you to, versus now next week they're 2 to 3 times the price. So you had coupons and a sale price. Like, I've done that before. I felt my higher power, like, go to the store and get this thing. I can't have money. Everything I bought was on sale, like half off or something. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? And I was like, by the way, when's this sale over? Like, oh, it's either over tonight or tomorrow night. And I wasn't going to go back. I was almost like, let me go budget. I'm about to buy everything on the shelf. But it was a really expensive product, like nut butters, and I needed the protein. And today I felt like I need to go to the store. And I found these crackers, and I have like a fourth of an avocado. I forgot to put lemon in it. But spiritually, I wanted to say the hope spiritually is that when you get, I keep talking about chlorine gas, when you get the toxin out of your life, you're still affected. When you walk out of the building and you get fresh air, like even if people burn up in fires, you still have effects. You might have to go emergency room. You might have something exploded with asbestos. Oh no, now you're breathing all that. You might have damage in decades from now. But what the hope is that there's a solution. There's no guarantee that you're going to live to see tomorrow. you could survive this fire or this asbestos or this chlorine gas and be hit by a meteorite, literally. And people have this story that it came through their bedroom window or their bedroom ceiling, plus a hole in the roof, started a fire. Like, you never know. People died. This lady died going to check her mail. She got hit by a car because it jumped a curb while she was going up. But you want to be like, hey, I'm this person who has a solution, has hope today. And sometimes I feel like right now, it's still been a year and a half that I've gone no contact, and these people keep breaking my filter or my boundaries. We were talking about water filter and air filters. It's like I noticed when the filters or when the boundaries were broken, it's like the neighbors' pigs broke through the fence and then they ate up all my pigs' food. They bust through and now there's chaos, and it's not just involving me, which is bad. It's involving the rest of my family, my pets, my kids, my clients, my patients, because other people are busting through my boundaries. Now, in some situations, you feel like if you have hope and faith, God open the right doors and close the wrong doors. Sometimes they bust through your boundaries, or they write passive aggressive notes, or send the cops to your house, and they don't answer. It's like, you don't answer your phone for me for 20 years. Have I ever cared or not? Have I ever cared to destroy your life by sending cops to your house? You know? It's like, F you, dude. So, if you're listening, you know who you are. And it's like I thought you guys were cool for a minute. I didn't think you guys were cool, but I thought at least I could keep in touch and keep it cordial. But when these passive aggressive fools like convolute everything and make themselves smile, look how shiny my hair is. Look at her, she's an animal. I was like, actually, I'm human, and my hair just happens to come out like this. Like, all the animals I have got straight hair. I was like, I'm the only human that has a nappy hair like that, right? I don't see animals. Anyway, it's a different story too. But it's like, yeah, you know you are. And it's like, you end up with this scab and this raw nerve, like I said earlier, this open wound. And then you kind of got to protect yourself. And what sucks is I feel like I shut myself off to the rest of the world. And then I lose energy. And sometimes, like last winter, I lost energy because of fighting these survival. I talked about boxing earlier and how exhausted, how quickly I got the first time I ever did boxing in martial arts class. And every time after, it was still hard, but I felt like I get a little bit more in shape. But it was still like not. It was like, gosh, I was a young person. I can imagine doing it now. But then it got to be like this wound you have to protect, but you still want to be part of your world. So sometimes these people, you're always in survival mode, and when you break free from them and they keep trying to break through your boundaries, your fence is even stronger. Now even the mailman can't come in because now you've electrocuted, put a gate up, put up a moat. Now the mail delivery can't come in. Now UPS can't. Oh, we tried to deliver groceries to your house, but nobody could get them and all this stuff. No one could get through your gate. You put up such a wall. So then it's like you gotta literally get the cameras and have the gate remote control with a little box saying, please state who you are, we'll buzz you in. So that's what I gotta do. I gotta get the camera with the gate, and I have my spiritual sensor has to be like the camera. And okay, dun, 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 someone's at the door, someone's sending email, someone's calling. Friend or foe, friend or foe. It's the enemy. Keep it locked. Don't move. Keep the blind shut. And it sucks you because you're still not living as thoroughly as you want to live. And then you say, oh, it's the USPS carrier. Push the button, let them in. Oh, it's the food delivery. Oh, the kids ordered pizza. Here it is. Oh, it's your friend. I actually had a friend. They're coming to help me clean. They're coming to, adopt my kitten that I had dreamed that I don't even have a cat. I had dreamed that a cat broke in our house and had kittens. A whole bunch of them. They were like fuzzy and soft and everything. I was like, that's a weird dream. But I sent my daughter this thing about kittens and bunnies that were matched up in their features, their fur patterns and fluffiness, and they're like sleeping, nurturing each other. That's how I wish I had when I was a kid, was nurture. And I still try to nurture with my mom by falling asleep at concerts and leaning against her. I was sick all the time. I always coughed. These old ladies were probably annoyed. They kept trying to give me hard candy. I felt so sorry. My mom should have sent me out in the hallway to get a drink of water from the water fountain. Like she should have snuck in a cup of water. I don't know if people didn't have bottles. I gotta go and do that praying. But it's like you shut down because you're, like last winter, I was having to break down my boundaries. Winter storm came, and I had to work. I was going to volunteer in a hospital, and it was really hard when you have school, work, hospital, and you have an institution that's like, you better get here, or you're going to be fired. You're going to be in trouble. No call, no show. Like, even if you're on your way. Like, I've done stuff like that where I put my life in danger, got stranded for 2-3 hours because these people are like, if you don't come, you're going to be penalized big time. And it really, like, it really makes you feel like you could get into an automobile accident. So like where I live, nobody lived near me. I live up a hill, up a mountain. I don't have 4-wheel drive. I didn't have all of the stuff that people could have to do the best they can. Sometimes some jobs you see them posted year round must be able to get to remote sites. So you prefer you have 4-wheel drive vehicle, truck, off-road vehicle, Jeep, something like that. They prefer you have that. If you don't, sometimes the company provides it. You have to be able to drive it, including snowmobiles, off-road, walking, slippery wet conditions, maybe using pesticides, herbicides, or weapons. Like, I read a lot of jobs. I studied natural research, but I also studied fisheries and wildlife and stuff like that, forestry and stuff like that. They keep looking at all the jobs. I applied for a forestry job. I gave my resume, I think, and I went to this thing to the state, and the guy, they told us to give thank you notes. And I went to the side, I wrote a thank you note, and I took it back to him, and he almost started crying. Oh, that's so nice. I was like, oh, I need forestry. I'm kind of like a hippie. I didn't say this. Like, they're like, this job is about cutting down trees, logging, and I was like, no, I don't want to cut down. I was just like, really? I was like, I used to take forestry classes, and walked by the horticulture center and the butterfly house. Like, I was used to that. They cut down about 60 or 30 sycamore trees at Michigan State University. I literally cried when I walked. They were going to expand the parking lot. They had so many sycamore trees, and I had never seen one that I remembered until I went there. So I purposely walked this parking lot so every day, every week, so I could see the trees. It was amazing seeing the pattern of the bark. And I came up one day, and they had them all cut down, lined up, and they were finishing bulldozing and the chainsaw.